Hello. So this has been another one of those days when you're building stuff. I've kind of gone over before trying to get calipers for the 79 Trans Am 4-wheel disc. The first caliper that came in was this one. Thought I had hit the jackpot. It's nice. It looks good. Everything's been remachined. It's ready to go. It actually had these freaking brackets on it for the emergency brake. And I thought I was good to go. I ordered another one. It came in and was the same driver's side. Sent it back. Got another one that came in. It was a passenger side. It had no brackets with it, but it was defective. It had no machining done at all. And right here, this is the little notch where when you put a brake pad on, that little notch right there sits in there. I guess keeps it from spinning. They had machined the front so far there was no notch left. So I don't know if you could make it work, you Dremel that out or you shave that. But I mean, you're buying a new part, you shouldn't have to frickin' rebuild stuff. So I sent that back. This one then came in, and these things, there's not many of them out there. We're just finding 2 or 3 around the country. So this one came in, no brackets. So I swapped some stuff over. And just to be sure, it's the wrong side also. So if you're not aware, all the castings for these rear brakes, they're all exactly the same. So these first 3 I'll show you, these are all driver side. So here's the original. You can see the brake lever arm, everything's on top. There's the brake line, everything's on the top. The bracket is like this for the driver's side. So see, exactly the same. And so driver's side squeezes this way. This is the arm for the emergency brake. Spring goes in here. Cable goes up through here. Pulls the brake. Brake goes back. There's the stop. Same thing on the original. Lever goes back. There's the stop. Spring goes in between here and here. That's it. This is a passenger side. I'm sorry. The casting is still a driver's side. The only thing that changes are the brackets and the internals. So inside the worm gear and the self-adjuster part, it's left and right. And if you'll look on an original, you can see the L, driver's side. You can see the, maybe, R. So, R, passenger side. That's how you can tell. And that's the reset on them. So on this one, squeeze it, brake on, and then it'll reset. If this nub wasn't in here, it would spin all the way around. You just can't go down because that's the brake, and it'll push out the piston. This one, that's the original. It's the same way. This one, same casting, same numbers on the casting, and it confuses a lot of people because there's an R cast into it. That's just a number or something that don't mean anything. Is that it down there? Somewhere there's an R punched into all of these, and I can't even tell where it's at right now. And that's the confusing part. So on this one, go right, piston comes out, go up, it locks. This one is just the opposite. If it worked, so let's say I'm looking at a clock right here. This would be to apply brakes counterclockwise, because it's going to try, the cable comes up through here, latches, spring in between. It's trying to pull the emergency brake. So that's pushing together. Counterclockwise, lock, unlock. This one, passenger side, does exactly what this one does. If I go counterclockwise, it applies the brakes. But you can tell, so counterclockwise applies the brakes. But this one is the passenger side. Cable comes in, spring in between, cable attaches here, so to apply the brakes, it should go clockwise. But it doesn't. See, no brake. It just keeps, I can take that off and it'll spin all the way around. But if I go the same direction as this one, it applies the brakes. So the rebuilt stuff is not marked. And now I'm starting to figure out why one of the boxes I got in actually had the part number marked out and then had the opposite side. So that one's 184141, driver's side 184140. So apparently that first one I got, somebody had done the same thing. Whoever's rebuilding this, well, it's Brake Best through O'Reilly's. Apparently they don't know they're different. And you can put them on, they'll still operate, but you'll never have an emergency brake. And I imagine some people put it on. Now, if you only replaced one side would work, and say I replace the driver's side and it don't work, well, the passenger side is still going to get hard and stop. So you've got a little bit, but it's not working on both. And I think they don't know that. They're just putting guts in these things. If you can find one with a bracket, they don't know the difference. And obviously they do a million of these, but point being, I'm now on my 5th one, and I'm kind of at the point where when I first tried finding these originals were they were rusted worse than this. This is after sandblasting. And then they've kind of got some surface rust on them from sitting, because they were so gunked up with crap. Like I said, this is after I cleaned them once. And then they've just been sitting here, and they were froze up. So I've actually soaked them in blaster, transmission fluid, whatever I could find. Then to make sure, I came out and damn near heated them to red hot and broke everything loose without stripping, without breaking anything. So at this point, I think I'm just going to order the rebuild kit. I've already found all the pieces, I think, at Rock Auto. I think I'm just going to order all those, re-sandblast these fittings, because I've got everything loose now. And then nobody makes these apparently, so you got to make sure you save those. But I've got everything loose now. And other than no seal, I mean, you can tell these are just blown. But they're pretty simple. I mean, I thought they were wasted, but apparently I can't get a replacement. I may try one more. I don't know what to do. I'm at the point now, they will probably tell me to get lost down at O'Reilly's, because they had to order this one in for the second time, wanted me to pay freight. And I'm like, I've done paid for it once. I'm not paying shipping because it was a defective part. So the store has 8 shipping twice. So they get it on UPS. And I know what you're thinking. Well, tough luck. They need to make it right, but at some point they're just going to give up. So I thought I would let you see that and what a mess it turns out to be. It would really be nice if I knew where somewhere somebody was making these freaking brackets, and they're not exactly the same. This one, driver's side, is really close to the original. The passenger is just a little bit different. There's nothing that holds there. The spring sits around that, but it'll work. I wish I knew where they were making these. They're probably being hand stamped in India somewhere, but the only place I knew that you could get these replacements were from Scarebird. That was the name of it. And somebody there was making them. They say they're not replacement. They don't interchange. But I'm like, if I'm looking at these, I don't know why anything wouldn't interchange. They want you to use their whole set. Well, their whole set's $200. And I'll just sandblast these and epoxy them. But it really wouldn't matter if this arm was longer, shorter, fatter. All it is just a lever with the spring between that moves the brake. I mean, hell, I could literally weld something up, drill holes and make that work, but I kind of want it to look right. Kind of like to be original stuff, but man, this thing is driving me nuts. And still haven't found out anything. Ordered one master cylinder in, it was wrong. I'll try again. And then the booster, I actually think I can send this back to Cardone and they'll put new stuff in it, because I tried to pull a little bit of a vacuum, and I'm going to say it, I was sucking on it hard as I could, but I couldn't. It didn't seem. It seemed like there was a leak in there somewhere. So short of pulling it apart, but I really didn't want to do that because I don't have the clamp or anything to do it right. I think it's 120 bucks. I'll send it in and supposedly get the same one back. Because again, can't find them. I would like it to be original. Right brake, or right stuff, inline tube. They make a 10-inch, an 8-inch. This is actually a 9-inch. Not that it's going to matter that much, but again, just like it to look original. And guy says he found one, but it was in Canada. I'm just not sure if it's going to be right. So we're still looking around here. If anybody knows anything other than going to brakeboosters.com, they want to rebuild the booster, the master cylinder. I think we were looking at $800 or $900. Yeah, okay. If you got the money, fine, easy. But I'm trying to do a budget build. Nice build, just trying to not throw money away. Same thing with this. Rebuild kit for both of these will run me about 60 bucks. Well, I could get one of these already done for 60 bucks, and it had new brackets. So I thought, bingo, that's the deal. Well, I've had 6 trips into town now. I've probably spent 60 bucks in gas. Not very happy about it. So I'll keep messing with that. And I just wanted to catch up on the brake dilemma. So have fun. Play with yours. I'll see you later. Bye.